Hey, bona fides and YouTube otherwise. It's me and P back with another jam.
Remix! We're in here, son. We're totally different. Yeah. Hi, people.
What's up?
So I'm supposed to be doing what is this power book? Because I forgot. Did I? How did I end up doing power?
You were talking in my background and said you watch it, and then others that watched it said, "Oh my gosh, why don't y'all review it?"
I get
And
this
I
now.
said, "I'm not into it."
Okay, so basically I'm doing power because I was talking in the background.
Yeah.
I'm production. In case anybody ain't really seen me yet, I think people see me in and out. Well, no, last time your camera went out.
When you were in there fixing the thing.
Yeah. So yeah, last
Hold
time.
on. Let me make sure.
Okay, we got one viewer.
Oh,
So no. Oh dang. No. Okay, yeah. So yeah, basically I'm production. I've been in the background a long time. Now I'm here in front of the camera. Yay. So I do watch Power. And who was it that said that there was some new episodes? So Mimi put me on knowledge because I knew Power went out on a break, and I knew it was supposed to come back in December, but I did not know. I literally missed like 3 or 4 episodes, so I did a binge and caught up, and now we're on to. Hey, what's oh shoot? Now I see it. Hey Mimi, what's up? All right, okay, so I see everybody.
So this is his very first review ever, right, baby?
Absolutely.
Production. Excuse me, we gotta call it production. That's house talk I was doing.
Yeah.
So this is production's first time ever doing a review. We watched the show together, but I was in and out. And he has really prepared his notes and he's ready to talk to y'all. And we finna be like, go production. Hey.
Go. Yeah. So you about to be oh, okay. So you just got disappeared. I guess so because we doing this.
I'm making an apple pie.
Okay.
Nerole.
Nerole.
Yep.
Ah, got that. Thank you, Nerole. Did I say it right? Yeah. Please tell me if I said it right. I don't know why I'm looking at you to say it. Oh yes, say gotta be a little bit easy. But I mean, let's go ahead and get this started, right? Now, what the episode is Sex Week. And the first thing we do is we start out in church, right? That's literally how it just starts off. Off riff. We're starting Sex Week in the church. I ended up pausing it for a quick second, looked at the title. I was like, oh shoot, it says Sex Week. Then look, yep, it's in church. So Kane robs the church with a GTG. Huh? No. Freaking no. There's so much going on. Oh, Francesca said hi. So Kane robs the church with GTG, and Kane he's coming off of this. This is like the first time we see him after he got stomped from last time, right? Because basically, yeah, he tripped out when he was talking to his mom, and he accidentally hit her. And next thing you know, as soon as he did that, he thought everything was cool. Went crying to his dad. Dad had to make him realize, man, you don't hit my woman. You don't hit my wife. And so he thought everything was cool the whole time. He's gonna talk to his dad like, hey, you let me take charge and everything. But he forgets, you hit my wife. Like you talking to me, bro, but you hit my wife. And so it's like he goes through all that, right? Gets stomped. So it's the first time we see him. What, this past Sunday? Which one came on Sunday? Sex Week was not this Sunday? Oh, so I'm missing another one? So Sex Week was today. No, which one did I miss then? Because shoot, I need to catch up with my episodes. Maybe put me on knowledge real quick, first off. Why didn't 8 come up on my stuff? So yeah, we gotta talk about sex week today. And I'm still gonna catch up because I gotta do this major binge. Um so Kay takes his glove off, right? And I mean I believe I was Kay to take his glove off. I don't know why he decided to take his glove off. Okay. Um so okay, start freaking. See, dude throwing the condoms. I seen that later on in the class. Maybe
that's later on in the episode.
Yeah, that's like that was deep in the episode, wasn't it? Like when I was saying, because yeah, this was not even before it. But anyways, they start talking about you know what I'm saying, sex week. So we get into the class and we're trying to find out who's gonna be top 5, right? Obviously, Tariq, even though he thought he was special, he realized as soon as they did not choose him that he's not special, right? That's the first thing he realized, because this whole time he thought like, hey, I can go in, I can barely play. At the last minute, I'm gonna start playing the game, and I'll do just absolute excellent on like a couple assignments, and it'll be good, right? So he finds out that's not true. He's not in the top 5. But to me, like it was one of those instances where I realized against the show and stuff. It was just funny because it was digging deep into sex week, and this professor who so much hates it, he still talks about it in a way that just makes it sound dope. Like he's like this debauchery of an orgy. He's like, oh, okay, that's not sanctioned. Okay, that's what's up, and it just sounds perfectly fine to go ahead and do it. And so they break it down. They talk about what it is, and of course, it's more than just what I'm saying sex. But man, teens gonna be teens and college kids, and so that's what they hear is sex. They're throwing condoms out and they're having fun. Um, and I'm watching this with comments, right, or with subtitles, and so I seen Bruce Chandria's name for the first time, and it was intimidating. I did not know her name was that big, but her name is about as extra as her. I love like her character altogether, just because later on, what I'm saying, especially when it came to when the Paris was there, you can see like you can see that is a stereotypical like person. She runs that like perfect, and I love how she does it. She says like just the amount of stuff just to be annoying. But yeah, her name was just long for me. But past that, Tariq runs out, and as he's going out, what I'm saying, Carrie ends up putting her arm on him, and shoot, if Jambari did not trip out, like this dude's already been trying to figure out what's going on with her, because every time he tries to talk to her, she's like, I'm good. And he knows what that means. He knows what it means. I mean, and okay, I can see how what I'm saying, we can say they didn't think he was special. For me, I think he thinks he's special. Like I don't think I think he mean he feels special in the way of not in who he is, but what he's capable of doing. Like he forgets that even though he has these skills, even though he's capable of doing this kind of work, that he's still in a place where if you're not doing it on time, if you're not bringing your game on point, you're not going to make it. Like nothing in his head should have been. I mean, he felt disappointed, but when it came to his name out being called up, because of the fact that he thought by him doing his great performance at the end, that it would be enough just to throw him over the top. And it's like, no, you're not that special to do that. You have to, what I'm saying, run that the whole time. And so that's what I mean by that. But when it came to Carrie talking to him, right? She puts his arm, what I'm saying, her arm on him, and he went ahead and Jabari just trips out, right? He just sneaks in, he looks through the window, he's like, oh man, she with him. Like this whole time, he been trying to figure out why she don't pay attention to him, why it is she don't pay him any mind like she used to, not knowing that she knows some other stuff too. But he thinks it's because she's doing something. So automatically he sees him and her. He's like, "Yep, that's who it is." And so he starts feeling some type of way, right? Later on, yeah, and that's true. Like, and that's what makes it even, you know what I'm saying, even more of a hassle for him is the fact that, like, I think that when it comes to, I think when it comes to him, that thank you, Cmeantit, you killing it. Okay, so I think that we forget when it comes to him that he has to have that up, and so that should be more pressure on him to do it. And I know that he's just been getting busy, and not only has he been getting busy, but it seems like every step he takes, he's just getting deeper and deeper into the game, right? And so it's just opening up a whole can of worms for him. So it's perfect for him where he's at. And I think again, like this is gonna be a time where he realizes that he's gonna have to do a lot more. He's got to pay attention more, and it can't be one of those I'm gonna do my assignment last minute and come back. It has to be one of those I'm gonna be on point this whole time. I'm gonna give it my all. Because remember in the beginning, he wasn't even reading the book. He wasn't paying attention. And see, even later on, he'll do like filler questions, right? So Tariq would go ahead and sit there and he'll like, instead of admitting that he read the book, he'd be like, well, what did you think about the book? Because I thought the book was like this. And he'll give a basic point to them to where they'll go ahead and start talking about it and he'll let it ride. So that, you know what I'm saying, everybody feel the assignment's done, right? And he did a lot of last minute stuff to where he was being held behind. And so even when it came on later, where we talk about Jabari giving him extra credit, it was one of those things to say like, hey, this is an opportunity for you to actually really, you know what I'm saying, put your effort in because we know you're capable of doing the work. We know that you can do this, but you haven't really been doing it on time. You haven't been putting the effort in where it needs to be. You've been balancing, but you ain't been doing it right. You thought you could balance this class. He thought this class was a basic class. I think that's where the issue ends up coming when it comes to him and in this class and where he's at. He thought this class was a basic class, you know, like a basic English class where you just sit there and push it to the last minute, put your assignments out, get hundreds on those, and you write it out. But this class is not that class, right? We find out this class is about participation. This class is about actually knowing. This class is about what it is you do. And the whole time, he kind of does a little bit of work. And then as it started getting closer to the end or closer to the things that matter, he started putting his effort into it. And so again, when it comes to this, we just realized that he's not special with it. And we realize that he's not that person that's just capable of doing that. He's not that like, hey, since I can hit this 100 on this paper, that means I'm going to be in the top because nobody else can hit this 100. No, got to put more work than that. And him not hitting this, him not being that top 5 shows that he knows that. It shows that because he thought he made it. He honestly did. And anybody who's been paying attention to this class knows he didn't make it because of the fact that he didn't put that work in where he needed to, and that he just kind of skimmed it. And he knows he did. And so this was one of those times, as soon as he heard that, you know what I'm saying, he was just like, dang. And at the same time, it hit him like, shoot, I gotta do more. Like, I gotta really put in some effort into this because like this wasn't enough. I didn't do it on the right time. And I need this class to actually get this money that I want. So he learns that just by this answer. This answer shows that your work is not enough. You got to put in more. And everything you thought you was doing, what you thought you can get away with, is not going to work in this class. So you got to do more, especially if you're trying to get this money. Ooh. So yeah, if he yeah, he could like, and that's what I mean. He has a lot on his plate. Like Tariq has a lot on his plate, right? Just because he's doing. I keep forgetting he's doing homework. It's like, oh yeah, he got the homework. He got the app. He dealing with you know what I'm saying, his mom, and let's not forget this roommate situation, right? Because right now we got we still got his roommate and his partner, Braden, is with Riley, and we already know, like, we don't trust Riley, right? We don't know why, you know what I'm saying? Tariq doesn't even know why, but he's like, there's a lot of fishy stuff. He's still trying to figure out what happened this night because from his perspective, the what is it? Riley, you know what I'm saying? She did spike his drink. He doesn't even remember passing out on the couch. And so he don't remember none of that. And all of a sudden, you know, things are just coming back. Hints is coming back. She apologizes for a drink swap. And he's like, what? What? There was a drink swap? Like, what's going on? I was passed out. And then, you know, so he has all this going on. And at the same time, he's trying to say to Braden, like, bro, I don't trust this woman. I don't even want to be around her. If she is in the same vicinity as me, I'm not talking business with her. And we learned a lot, even in the last episode, when it came to her dropping the phone and making noise and stuff while he was out there talking to D, right? So it was already suspicious to where now he's done with that. So Tariq, he deals with a lot. And when we go into this, like, one of the things I realize is, like, they're really playing chess out here because there's multiple moves being made. If you pay attention to what he's doing, there's like so many different moves being made. To keep up all that at the same time is just ridiculous. And then, you know, you see, like, this is the same, like, building up to be his daddy. He don't even know it. Out of spite and everything, he's still building up to be him. Yeah, you know, you're right as far as the spitefulness of from Jabari, but I forgot the other professor's name, but we still got the other professor that's still, he's on and off with him, right? You got Carrie, who's 100% on his side. You got, it's perfect. It's perfect balance for him. You got Carrie, who's absolutely on his side. You got Jabari, who's not on Tariq's side. And you got the other professor who's just like, man, I don't. You cool sometimes. You're not cool. I don't even like half the stuff you say sometimes. Sometimes you intrigue me. And so he keeps that perfect balance for him, just, you know what I'm saying, to where there's no telling, like, where this goes, right? Depending on how Jabari feels, he turns that way. But Jabari does hold that over him because he does feel some way about Tariq. So like, with that already in mind, like, he already feels some type of way. And so he always can switch his assignment, like, left or right, or switch his perspective as far as his grades and stuff, whether or not he wanted him. And we see that even later on when it came to Jabari and more like him, as he has his, like, he feels that Tariq is that guy. He feels Tariq's the dude that Carrie is with, that Carrie's smashing, right? So what is it? Jabari, he goes ahead, he talks to Carrie, and he's trying to figure out, like, hey, why was your hand on Tariq? Like, you was a little extra with it. It didn't seem like it was a simple church hug, right? So he talks to her about that, and then she's like, I got a lot more things on my plate, and he's like, I gotta handle these questions for the 48 powers. He's like, I can help you with that. He's thinking he's gonna cuddle with her. They're gonna spend some time, sit down in front of her, you know what I'm saying, in front of the desk, sit there and laugh and you know what I'm saying, talk about how great things are going and answer questions. And she played his ass. She was like, here's the cards. Please, just make sure you hand them back to me tomorrow. And so that shut him down. He was hurt. And so he still feels some type of way, right? And so Busy B, what's up, Busy B? Mimi, yes, Jabari is annoying. He just Jabari drives me crazy. What's up, Andrew? And so just he's that perfect amount of crazy that just brings that extraness to the freaking story. It's annoying as crap at the same time. And so it's funny on the fact that he thinks he knows who it is, but he doesn't know, right? And so we get to let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, who's that? Saxe. Let's talk about the Saxe and Method Man. Now, hey man, see, messing up already because I'm about to figure out Method Man's character. Can you put me on knowledge? You find me out for me. Method Man. What is his character? Show. Davis. Davis. Thank you. So yeah, let's talk about Davis and Saxe. Okay, Davis and Saxe is. I wanted to give Method Man like a lot of props for you know what I'm saying, just for okay on the acting perspective with this one, but they're kind of making it hard. But we're not gonna talk about the acting first. All right, we're gonna talk about just what's going on with Saxe and Davis. So they they they're making this whole. I think they're making this too easy of a obvious situation, right? I'm really surprised that you know what I'm saying nobody's finding out about it. But let's see. They got a jury that they everybody approved, right? On both ends, even though it's definitely leaning a lot towards another side, right? They're cool with that. And now we're sitting here, we're like, okay, last time Sax is like, man, look, I'm getting chewed up out here. It's not looking like I'm trying. And so we need to find somebody that's gonna make it look like I'm trying. So who they come out with? They think Paz is gonna do it. Now Tasha is feeling some type of way because she's hearing her son's name and she's like, "Hold up, why I keep hearing my son's name and he has nothing to do with this?" And his name is coming out because they're steering these questions, right? They're slick trying to steer these questions towards building the case for later on to go ahead and take his son down or to take Tasha's son down. So we got them coming up with this kind of story and they talk to Paz. And like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We get Paz to come in and Sax is gonna go ahead and press the crap out of Paz, right? And soon as it seems like he's not doing enough, he does a little bit extra. And so they do this full theatric. Now, breakaway real quick, and this is where I go ahead. I do give props to both of them, right? Because they're acting inside of acting, right? Because you look at what's going on with Sax. Sax is like, man, I'm faking this story already. So it's this actor that's faking the story, you know what I'm saying? That's acting as Sax. Sax now has to act like he's really trying to press to get Tasha out of here. Like he has to mentally think that he's doing that, but he really doesn't want to do that at the same time. It's a real thing to go ahead and think about because of acting. It's like inside of inside. And so for him and Method Man, do give him props on that. But I feel like for this court case, I do feel, just for a quick second, just putting this out here before we get back into the story, that they were making it too fake of a court case. Just by the way they're making it. It's like it's making both of them look like amateurs. Like we've seen Sax do some better court, and at the same time, we're not seeing some good court, you know what I'm saying, I guess presence out of Method Man because it's like, man, we're just kind of faking this a little bit. We're not into this 100%. We're into a fake. So it's kind of like we're just riding with this. I already know what I'm gonna do. I know what you're gonna do. And just, you know, we're not seeing, I feel like 100% because of that. And the way they're throwing this out, I just feel like they're throwing it out too quick. Right? Now, Sax not to be trusted, but I think Davis and Sax work because they are the same person. Both. Yes, and so this what makes it crazy, right? Because the double cross, right? I look into this and sometimes you hear when Davis is talking, right? And how he be talking on the side behind Sax's back. And you hear some of it to say, like, is he maybe thinking about taking down Sax in the long run? Like, is he gonna go that route? Because I mean, some of the stuff he said in the past to you know what I'm saying, other people, to witnesses and stuff, says that maybe he could be in himself still running a different case. You know, and with them Oregon, what's the dude's name? Spink, I think it was, with them getting him out already, and what he said during even then, you know what I'm saying? It seems like they'd be working something else still at the same time. Like they're building up this like Davis is building up a pattern to maybe still possibly take Saxe down. And so the greatest thing about it is because you got Saxe and Davis both freaking grimy. People are like, "Ooh, maybe they're going this route." And you're like, "Oh, I don't know yet. I don't know because I don't know you 100%. Even when I think I know you, I don't know you. The only thing that's more guaranteed is Saxe. I feel Saxe is more predictable in what it is he does, just because um yeah, he'll easily just go certain boundaries. Just easy. If it has anything to do with taking somebody down, you can figure he's gonna do it. You already know 100% what his intentions is to do, right? What we don't know 100% is Method Man's, because Method Man has so much in his hand. Davis, my bad, has so much in his hand, right? Davis has Sax. I know you're grimy. I also know you're going towards Tariq. I know both of these things, and I can steer this and still win and still spin a totally different way, right? Just it could be because you know what I'm saying. I don't mess with you, Sax. So since I don't mess with you, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna still steer this another way to get you off the ledge because we've been waiting on that, right? Sax has been that freaking just that evil genius that somehow just keeps skimming across there, freaking like you're like, oh, yep, this is it. Sax is done. No, he's still there. Sax and and so it's like we're still waiting on the opportunity for you know what I'm saying to get Sax out of here. So this may be one of those times for that to happen, but we still have to wait until whoever it is they bring up next, and we're just gonna keep running this down. But at the end of it, only thing we want to see, right, is ultimately Tasha getting out because that's the first thing that's supposed to happen, right? And so, how long before that happens? I don't know because, like, right now, I feel like I know they're trying to build this case and they're trying to, come up with these ways to keep everything going. But I only see really one side really pressing to have somebody come free. And on the prosecution side, I don't see them really. uh, It could just be because of the way they're spreading this out. I don't see really a side that's like pressing towards just a no or pressing to get her out. Yo, okay, so that is a crazy perspective. I like that. So Sax is the ghost that James left to hunt Tasha and Tariq. And you know what? He is though. Like Sax has like this total vendetta just because like just from the get go. As soon as he got double crossed, he's just been there. And if you look at like Sax throughout freaking Power, just as a whole, Sax has been through everything. He he is sitting there freaking just thank you so much. Thank you. Francesca, right? No, that's not no Francois. Francois. Yep. That's what I'm going with. Oh, okay. But so like if we look at what happened with what I'm saying with Sax has just been riding the wave the whole time, right? Everybody around him is losing jobs, they losing lives, and Sax is still there. Like he is still there. He's the reason. Like some of that stuff is still pressing on him, and you see him, and he's still somehow getting away. So like his story, I love how it still rides out into there, right? And the best part about it is when we get this attachment to him and Riley, right? Because again, like Tariq never he just knew that I don't trust this woman, but he never knew why. But he finally sees this attachment, right? So it's like now we got Riley in here still, right? And what does Tariq do? Instead of literally telling freaking, you know what I'm saying, Braden, hey man, this was going on, okay? Like Sax is this dude that's been out to get my family. Now he's out to get me. Or, you know what I'm saying? He's out to get my mom. And You know what I'm saying? He is feds, bro. And you just happen to be dating his niece. This is not a good look. This is not good for our business. We shouldn't have this. But he doesn't say that. Instead, he goes with a route that I'm still trying to understand. He goes with a route just to say, I just want to let you know that your girl wanted me at one point. And I mean, this could be possibly because of the fact that he doesn't know what happened 100% when it came to him was it when it came to him being knocked out, right? Like, so maybe he doesn't know, and maybe he's like, oh shoot, she drugged me and tried to have sex with me. But at the end of the day, I think it's more important for your business that everybody around you know that, hey man, the girl you talking to, her uncle is the feds. I think that's more important than whoever it is that you want to do with anything in the circle. Like, I think even if you forgave her for even trying to do anything to end your boys in a circle, the fact that she's still the feds will be the end result of something that matters even more, right? That's just me though. Now, like, but again, he goes that route, right? Braden goes ahead and talks to his brother. Brother goes ahead and confirms it, you know, and even when, you know what I'm saying, Tariq talks to his brother, right? His brother's still shaking up, man. His brother thinks he's like been the life of the party, but like his brother thinks he's been the life of the party, but then he realized at the same time, like that he was probably, I think his brother would be the same dude that would sit there and be, you know what I'm saying, singing all the lyrics to every song he knows and and talk about thug life. And then as soon as he got on that street, he just broke down. I think he was just that super dude, you know, that super hard ass type guy. And then after he got broke, he just doesn't know what he is anymore. He's confused. But why would Braden trust with everything? That's true. You know what I'm saying? Braden did play, and you know, that's the thing, right? Because I give a lot of props to Tariq, right? Because I mean, I take something away from him, but I give something back because he he has many reasons behind many things that's just so deep that sometimes you just never, you know what I'm saying, understand 100%. But the reason why I think that's more important that he would say that to Brady is because like the last thing you want, just like he already found out when it came to him and his old girl when she came back, she started selling coke, right? When she came back and Brady found out, that was oh dang, I'm messing. Oh, I can't be messing. Let's see. Yeah, I am messing. Okay, see, because I did see the other one too. Ah, all right. So we're gonna stay on sex week. This is what happens when you watch so many different shows. I can say I had to catch up, right? So we're gonna keep on here. Like it, for him not to trust Brady, I would say that'd be a bad look because of the fact you don't want to give nobody that opportunity to find out that you didn't trust them, right? That gives them more ammo, especially again, something as simple as to say that your girlfriend can focus the feds. I don't think that's even a secret that would be something that you would not want to, you know what I'm saying, bring up because not only is that bad for me, but bro, he wants to go, you know what I'm saying? Braden is down for that third life. He's down to go ahead. So he's all that's definitely good for him anyways. Like there's nothing in there that says anything bad by him saying like, oh shoot, check your girl, she's linked up with the feds. Like if anything, that's one of those ones that you could use to boost yourself up even more. Again, I don't think that the whole relationship between Tariq and Riley would be one of those ones that could come back on him like that. Because if that ever came to him, he again could always bring up Braden's brother and be like, hey man, you ask your brother what happened. And I'm telling you right now, this is what she did to me. But again, the big one is feds, freaking feds. Like, man, that's the feds. No, no go. But he doesn't go that route. I think that right there was not the best. And my that just wasn't a good look, in my opinion, right? Because if you go that route, it's like, okay, cool. But what happens later on if they brush that over? You lose that opportunity then. Like there's no more in there, right? Because that Now you can't say nothing again. You're gonna throw the other one out finally, right? But by the time you throw that out, you finding out later on. I mean, there could be a million different things that happen. You can hold some kind of secret, something where you still go ahead and talk to her, and you don't even know about it. And all that comes just because of the fact that you don't even say nothing. You don't say like, hey man, that's the feds. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, Braden, we gotta get props to Braden. Like Braden's been really that dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's been that dude. You know what I'm saying? Soon as he got kidnapped, shit, he went ahead and told his brother like, "Hey, shut up, get it right." And he gets on the street. He's like, "Man, I'll go ahead and handle it. That's what I gotta do. Get out there. I'm just gonna do what I do." It was, and when we get to that one, I was kind of worried about it, but I was worried more in the fact that I didn't know how I was gonna go with this route, right? Because if we go back to that point, we see that some of that stuff was some of that shit stuff that can still get you messed up, right? Because some of the stuff he was saying was like, borderline. Man, granted, he ain't never say nothing like, he ain't saying no N-word, nothing like that. But the way they went ahead and present that out was one of those scenes where it was like, man, you could get busted either way. And so for him to get out of that still and see him just go ahead and just take up Brady, man, he's that dude. And he makes it more solidified, man, that I feel like I'm watching Power again. Like I feel like I'm watching Power because like you just see it, right? You see the Tommy in him. I mean, give us time. You know what I'm saying? Some people may say he may not be on goon status yet 100%, but I see the Tommy in that dude. You know what I'm saying? He's very blunt with his words. He ain't afraid to do what we gotta do. If it needs to get done, it needs to get done. Got somebody like Ghost on, you know what I'm saying? Supposed to be the mastermind behind everything, still holding stuff back, right? We got Tommy and Ghost already, just back and freaking the new ones. And so, yeah, I get mad. I get mad, possibly, you know what I'm saying, Brady, when he went ahead and stepped out, just because it was no issue for him to do it, right? Now, we keep going. And let's see, what's going on with Monet? So, Monet, we go back to their family, and Monet now needs her son because Kane always comes through on the drop, right? But Kane ain't there right now. Kane ain't, you know what I'm saying, because of what happened. Calls her husband lets her know, like, hey, I had to talk to him. I had to let him know, like, you don't put your hands on my wife. Say it. And so D goes ahead and said, hey, I'll go ahead and find out what Kane is. Talks to Kane. Kane's like, cool. Don't tell mom, but I'll be there, right? And so we're like, okay, Kane's gonna be there. Okay. I'm still iffy, right? I don't know why. I didn't know why. But then, later on we find out he gets picked up. Now, I take this all the way back to what I seen. This dude had his glove off. I want to say that was him. I want to say that was him with his glove off. But that may not have been him. Dang. That a GTG tell. So whoever took that glove off, I blame that person. That's all that matters. I don't know who it was, but that and who was that? Little Block when you went ahead and shot an old dude. That was still a dumb moment. But still, you know what I'm saying? Kane's like, I'm gonna be there and gets caught up because he gets identified, right? So as soon as Kane goes in jail, or as soon as he goes to, jail, starts calling and he can't get nobody. So who does he have to call? He has to call Ramirez, right? He has to go ahead and sit there and call. And Ramirez been saying, like, man, look, about to be there. Now, I don't know. Ramirez, I don't like him, period. But, Ramirez been begging this whole time. He been telling Monet, like, look, y'all wild, y'all running crazy. Ain't nobody listen. Try to tell Kane, just straight up to Kane. Like, Kane's like, man, you trying to be my dad. You try to do all this. That's cool, though. Now your daddy don't want you. And you end up still having to call Ramirez. Still had to call him. But, it could be a power play for him. Maybe Kane's like, I know that you want to do this, so I'm going to ride it out, right? So he links up with Kane, or Ramirez, and Ramirez gets him out. And as soon as he gets out, he's sitting here telling him all kinds of things, right? He's upset. because you know Tariq's coming in business, but he really upset because he hurt. He hurt. But yeah, Tariq is he's very popular, and he don't like that. He don't like the fact that Tariq maybe messing with his sister, right? No go for sure. And so because of all that, the obsession with him, and then he tries to take him, and you know what I'm saying? Like because of this whole obsession with him, it doesn't work, right? So he doesn't like him. So he tells Ramirez, and he's just hoping that he's gonna help out. So when it comes time for Monet to go ahead and do the drop, right? It's Lil Guap, the same idiot that just went ahead and shot somebody, man. And I don't know how this dude still has a job. Oh, this Lil Guap, this idiot still has a job for some reason. I don't know how, but like it's the same Lil Guap that just went ahead and shot somebody because they didn't identify him, but they gave him a job to do a drop. And I'm guessing when you do a drop, you probably need a gun. So again, these GTG guys are very special. Just saying, very special. So it's Monet and Lil Guap's gonna go ahead and do the drop for her, right? So they go back and forth. And D's like, okay, since you know what I'm saying, I can't get Kane here, I'm gonna go ahead and call Tariq. Dang. Tariq gotta come back in the anyways, right? So can we first talk about the fact that I'm trying to understand for Monet why in the world she didn't tell somebody up ahead of time that she only had half. I feel like from the get-go, that should be one of the most important things that you say is, hey, I know you're gonna bring me like this much, but I only got like this much. Now, I don't know if that's because maybe I don't know, maybe you don't talk business over the phone, but I think there was a way you say you was kind of slim somehow, like, hey, look.
All them been talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they talk too much.
I mean, I'll try to give her the benefit of the doubt. I just don't understand how it is that you didn't tell somebody you were slim. Like, because if I send my people and I tell them to go get my money and they come back to me and I'm expecting a full profit and they only come back and be like, oh man, well, she only said she had half. So here's half. Hold up, bro. Who told your ass to make an executive decision to say I was going to give half? I never agreed to that shit stuff. So how is it you going to go ahead and not tell them, and you know business, you ain't going to tell them I only got half. So they go back and forth. Hey, I got half. I don't know if I got half. So Tariq, what does he do? Both of them downstairs, right? And both of them are fired too. I'm going to tell you why they fired, right? D's fired because she been in business long enough. No, you should not be freaking getting, I don't know, distracted during a freaking drop. And your brother ain't there. And the freaking, the security that you asked for is the person you distracting. That makes no sense to me at all. So she fired. She fired. Then Tariq fired too. Because dang it, you've been in plenty drops. You actually messed up some drops. So you know that drops can go bad. How is it both of y'all ain't paying attention to the fact that this is a drop? I don't care how it is y'all feel about each other. It's a freaking drop. Y'all both fired. Freaking, but you know what? People have, Cmeantit actually said something about, saying her acting too. What was talking about earlier? Boss.
It's like she said, he ain't the boss of everything. I can do a drop. And then turn around and walk right out. I'm like, this is so bad.
Did she emphasize the being there? What happened to all the other words in their accents? But she bless her heart, she is trying. I think, I look at some of the actors, and I can see how some of them could be possibly a little bit some of them rough. But I feel like I don't know who else could have been her. Like, I think that whole family for who they are is kind of
They have married their lives in there.
Maybe. Like, I don't know. You see how D you trying to understand. You got Drew. So Drew's
my first time.
I know. Drew's the one that just seen I was getting the text messages from another dude that was posing. Not sure you've really seen that part. But when I said there was some extra stuff in there, yeah. Drew's the one that is homosexual. So Drew.
And we saw him on this episode?
Mm-hmm. He was sitting down. He was light skinned one with the arrested top.
I mean, girl's brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the light skinned brother. So
the one said I gotta shoot him a certain way. Oh,
yeah.
Shut up. Go ahead.
So yeah, Drew is a goon, right?
I'm scared.
We realize that Drew is about that life. Actually, you know what? We gotta watch them. Man, I'm like, so I may have watched the other one already, but I feel bad because this one's title one. Do I mention it anyways, or do I just shut up?
Just wait till you make sure. Just wait till you make sure.
Yeah, because there's so many clips and stuff in my head, so I gotta remember this. But it's cool. I got this. So Drew, Drew's about that life, right? Obviously, we find this out because Drew has no issue with pulling the trigger, right? But I mean, it's cool because he doesn't know. Like, he goes ahead and give a reference. He's like, man, no. He tells Tariq, like, no, man, you ain't never shot nobody before. Let me handle this. Like Tariq ain't like blast like two people. It's cool. He cannot promote, his deaths because a real killer doesn't promote anything. So it's smart that he's not promoting that life. But I feel like Drew, maybe later on, I hope he'll learn the hard way that Tyrese about that life. But they go ahead. Monet shoots Lil Guap, right? Because Lil Guap is an idiot, right? And they're just having this. You got the stuff. I ain't got the stuff. You got the stuff. You got the money. I got the money. You got the stuff. They got that back and forth, right? So they do that, the new age, and as you know, Lil Guap gets shot. And yes, I am happy because again, Lil Guap was on. I ain't like that dude. Like when he went in and shot homeboy, and just even when he was talking, I don't know, something about him. I just didn't like him. Like Spink is better than him. And but you know what I'm saying? Lil Guap's dead. Drew goes ahead and blasts him, right? And so we get this moment where we see Tariq and he has like a little bit of anxiety, right? He feels some type of way because he ain't got blood on his shirt. Hasn't had that in a while. Last time he had that was in what? Shoot, when he shot his dad, right? So it was like, hey man, last time I had blood on my shirts when I shot my dad. Sitting there and got blood in my face and stuff. Huh? Yeah, baby. Power, the first series. Tommy did not shoot Ghost.
Oh, okay.
Tommy shot Angela. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, can't wait for Tommy. Dang, anybody know, man? Man. No, don't give me all on Tommy.
My mama love Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy good, man. Tommy on straight good ass. That's why I see that's why I'm like digging on Braden. Like Braden's starting to remind me of Tommy. Like,
oh, okay. I can see that. I seen a little.
Yeah, Braden's starting to remind me of Tommy. Like he can have that attitude. One thing he ain't got, I don't think Braden got any bodies yet. But I feel like Braden would not have an issue with getting a body. I don't think he would have an issue with getting a body at all. So Drew doesn't know yet, you know what I'm saying, that Tariq, has got bodies before. Tariq, you know what I'm saying, he now has like, some anxiety and stuff because he got blood on his shirt, right? Now this dude does something slick, man. He goes back to the freaking dorm room and bang, whoosh, 48 powers, right? Because what was that? Jabari. Totally forgot about that part. Jabari, dang man, see, there's so much we going.
Yeah, you gotta talk about that.
Jabari goes over to Carrie's house, right? And because he goes over to Carrie's house, he goes ahead and he's like, hey, around the neighborhood and picked up some food, thinking about you, and got the cards and stuff. Showing want him there. And then we hear a shower. Shoot. The shower kicks on. Soon as he hears that, his whole head just flips out. Sees the freaking sports on the freaking TV. Sees 2 condoms. He's like, she getting busy. And he's like, I'm hurt. She with Tariq. She with him. He's in the shower. That's the only thing he thinks in his head. It's hilarious as crap. Because then he goes down, right? And the first thing he does, he writes this freaking card, man, for the 48 powers. So for their little assignment where they got to go ahead and hold their secrets until the end and somebody else, one of the students have to use it towards them, they go ahead and they choose, you know what I'm saying? He takes Tariq's card. He's like, write this secret on it, right? Gives the secret away. Or gives Tariq gets the secret, right? So we get back here to where he sees Lauren, right? And it's the Q party, the horrible debauchery of orgies that nobody should ever be a part of, that we still advertise somehow. So he sees her, and I don't know, man. I'm still trying to understand. Like, part of me, he be acting some kind of way with all these females. It confused me, but because you got to remember, right? He does be using them, but when it comes to Lauren, it's like he doesn't really have a reason to use her, right? So is he really into her? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the question that becomes, and I don't. Part of me says that he does. Like, could she be the Angela of his life? That's well, you don't know Angela, so maybe help me out. could he be the Angela, or could she be Angela? Because like I try to think like he has some kind of chemistry with Lauren, right? You know what I'm saying? And Lauren and him even earlier when she's trying to uh get the secret from him, and they're just going back and forth, and then next thing you know, they're doing the whole "I got your binder." Oh, you're gonna get my binder back. So they do a little grabby and touchy, right? And then of course, you know, her boyfriend comes in. This guy, I'm hoping he's gone. Like I don't know what he's supposed to do, but I hope he's gone because because like I don't understand what it is. I feel like they must have like one of those relationships where like the parents put it together because it's supposed to be beneficial for both of them or something. Because like the way they be acting, you know, it's kind of iffy with me, and I don't get it. So like you know, she finally breaks up with him. I'm like, yes, thank you. I'm glad you got rid of Malcolm. Now let's give props to Malcolm though, right? Because one thing Malcolm did is one, he stood his preppy ass ground. I mean, he stood it. He like straight up said like freaking, hey, men, they're talking here. Sit down. Now listen here. Goes there, breaks down like you don't talk to me in kind of way. And even after all is done, now we know that. I mean, Tariq, I don't even know. I think he was just personally just wanted to press buttons because he knew he wasn't gonna do nothing. But at the same time, homeboy did not budge. He still went ahead and pressed against him, but he didn't budge. So you know, we give him good little props for doing that. People, people think production's doing a good job. Yay. Hmm. Okay. All right. So Malcolm stands his ground, right? Lauren breaks up with him, and so she gets it's Q party, and it's finally time, and she wants to spend it with him with Tariq, and they get down. As soon as she get in, they start making out stuff. But then, as soon as she touches his jacket, you know what he did? Nope, can't do it. And at first, it took me a second look, right, to realize like, oh man, and it wasn't even a second look. It was more like it just took a quick second because we keep going with it, right? So he tells her, he just gives her the secret, gives her the secret, and that turns everything off, right? He didn't say like, no, I'm just not in the mood right now, like we wait or nothing. He cut it off. He said, here's the secret. That's why you wanted this, and so bam, now you have it. We're good to go. Almost in a way, it's like, man, did you want her to hate you? Because that's almost what I felt like. That's where he steered it towards. Instead of saying like something else, like, oh, you know, could have went this way. But so it was actually the Q party it was part of the sex week, right? And so with the Q party, that's when I guess that's when they get it in. Matter of fact, yeah, the debauchery of orgies, yes. The sex part, yeah, the sex party. It's pretty much the Q party is a sex party. And so soon as that comes down, like, what's she do? Or what does he do? He just gives her a secret. He's like, bam, here you go. And so she's angry now, right? And even when she gets the secret over to the teacher, she's like, I don't know how I got it or what it is, like I done to get this. And so I've been trying to figure out, like, when it comes to Lauren, right? What is the play with her? Because she doesn't do your assignments. She's just in your class. Y'all get along with each other. but you be fishing her in and out. Like it's not even like you push against her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not into you. You still got her in this realm, right? You obviously been doing the touchy feeling stuff with her. It's like what? Where is it that she lies in there, right? You have to like her. Like that's the only thing I can see. I don't see no other way behind it. But then part of me is like, man, what about D? Like D is one that I could kind of see that, he may be slightly using her. I feel like he could slightly be using D, right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, again, Lauren is one of those ones like she's been just right there. She's just right on the surface, right? She can go either way. And there's no reason for her when it comes to their relationship, besides the fact that they just have a good relationship. And so he goes the route instead of just telling her like I ain't feeling some type of way. He gives her a secret. But he does all this because he got the blood on his shirt. It's like, man, okay, that makes sense. You got me there. You got me. But the way he does it is so quick. You must not even, you know what I'm saying, think about it. Like it's like bink. Yeah, I think Lauren wants what's best for, you know what I'm saying, Tariq. But like I think like I know she wants what's best for him. I'm just trying to understand him. I don't understand what it is that he wants with her. I don't know. I feel again like he needs her somewhere around just to be his like good looking moral compass in a way. Because it's like, what does she bring to it? You just seen this girl in your class. Y'all have like, the same kind of attitude and everything, but you is absolutely like kind of pushing her away and stuff in other ways, right? One way or another, he's like, I just keep you on the brink. Then he says, I don't want a rebound. I get that even 100%. But it's just the way it kind of went around it. You know what I mean? It's like you don't want a rebound, but you did a lot of things to persuade her to break up with the dude. You wasn't worried about a rebound when you was, play wrestling with her and stuff. No, stuff like that. Just like, man, what are you doing with her? Like, why are you rubber banding, you know what I'm saying, a relationship with her? It makes no sense at all. So, I think that, you know what I'm saying, with their relationship, it was just it's interesting, right? It makes no sense. But Tyreek again, if we look at this, he just has so many different moves going on, and he's just keeping them all in order, keeping it all in order, just like a good chess player, just like a good chess player. He's a million ahead, and he's still out the door. So he tells the secret and throws everything off. Now Jabari finally goes ahead and comes back, confronts, you know what I'm saying, Carrie. Well, Carrie calls Jabari in, right? Because she sees the freaking secret. And like, so she goes ahead and she talks to D. Hold up. Let me see. See now, oh, okay, I am gonna get this part. Now, I've been talking about this for the longest. Like, that's what I mean. Like, their whole story confuses me. They have to be adopted kids or something. I don't understand how they just produce that. But then again, man, it gets so deep into it's like, man, I can't explain that. Y'all just started picking people. And I mean, y'all had to pick people. Y'all couldn't do it any other way because it's like, man, how? Why? They don't look nothing like anybody. They ain't close. And see, I can see Kane being Cannon's son. Like they don't look nothing like, you know what I'm saying, like dang, what's his name? The husband, they just totally different freaking they're thrown off, right? So and to introduce them to the family, you always get introduced to the family. So uh like I think at a certain point you have oh, okay. Thank you, Mimi, for putting me on knowledge on that. Okay, Kane has a different dad, but Diana and Drew are Lorenzo's dad. Okay, that makes sense. Kind, Yeah, we'll roll with it. It's part of the story. So, what is it? Having a family involved or having your children involved, I don't think they're at a bad age where they couldn't be involved. I mean, just saying, like we keep forgetting they're college age. So like if you think about when people's getting put on like mafias and stuff like that, sometimes they be sometimes around that age. But I think I think that where she have them at is just weird, right? Because it's like she doesn't want them in, but they're definitely in. And they kind of been in. Like it's not even like they kind of are in or they know what's going on. Like they really been in the game.
Do you mind me commenting on that?
What?
I feel like when you don't get the kids involved in the lineage ain't there. You know what I'm saying? When you don't be letting the kids know about what's going on with the business, then those be the sorry kids, the kids that only want the money, and then let all your hard work go down the drain.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have them in the business, right? It's weird the way she has them in because, like, I mean, we seen Kane from the beginning, right? It's like Kane was already freaking just straight goon status. That dude's the killer, and so she has him be the killer. He handles everything, and he really was the only one that's in there. And so D is just kind of just been there, right? She's just, but at the same time, but she's been in it. I mean, it's weird because she's in it, but she's not, and so we're still trying to, what I'm saying, find out this hybrid when it comes to them because again, Monet doesn't want them in it, but she kind of does. I mean, especially when you find out that Drew is, well, I guess now she recruited Drew to go ahead and start capping people. So that Drew's been in it at least long enough. He's just been, it's like almost like he's a reserve. He went through training and he's just in the back end or something because she's like, hey, we got to get rid of his body. Now, Drew, you're up. Go shoot this dude. But you don't really see a lot from Drew. So it's surprising to see from him. Now back with Jabari. So this Jabari confronts Carrie, right, and finally because he's thinking that he got her in the pocket. I think this is hilarious. He's like, I got her, and so she reads the little card that says, "Professor is sleeping with a student." She is worried. She is kind of worried, right? But at the same time, is she really? I think she actually was kind of worried. I think she was worried in the fact that she was like, does he know that I'm sleeping with Zeke? Right? But as long as he don't know that, it's whatever. So she confronts him and he says, I know who you sleeping with. I know you sleeping with Tariq. Now you want to talk about it. And she's like, got him. No, I'm not sleeping with Tariq, but I do know you sleeping with Marissa. Or Melissa, I think it is. Melissa. And so she smoothly just throws it straight back at him, right? And it's funny as hell because she got this like, oh, I got your ass. Like, and only thing he can do is just accept it. Like he can't even say that. He's like, damn, I was wrong. I don't know what's going on.
But she came in ready for whatever.
I don't think she came in ready.
You don't think she was ready for whatever? She was ready to defend her case if he knew who it was. But when he disclosed that he didn't know, he disclosed the wrong name. She was like, and I got this other thing for your ass.
No, she was just hoping he would not say Zeke because as soon as he said Zeke, it's a fact that he knows that she is sleeping with. But
she still could have hit him with Melissa. Still,
yeah, she still could have hit him with Melissa. Mm-hmm. But he just thinks like he straight threw this out. It's like it almost washes away by him having a wrong target. It washes away almost anything that he could think that she is possibly sleeping with a student, right? Right. Because this whole time, if he even thought that she was sleeping with a student, it is like, oh shoot, yep, I got all the evidence. All the evidence you had to say you was wrong, bro. And so now he really doesn't know what to think, right? And the person that he thought it would have been, because he knows at the end of the day, she's happy for a reason. Yeah. and he knows she's getting it from somebody else. But he's been trying to figure out who. As soon as he saw all the attention that she's been, he started realizing the attention that she's been giving Tariq. And so, like, as soon as he started realizing all that, he's like, it must be him. And so now that it's not him, he don't know what to think. And so when she seen that card, I feel like she was like, oh shoot, he knows I'm sleeping with Zeke. Nothing in her head says he thinks I'm sleeping with Tariq. Right? So she's thinking like, oh shoot, he knows I'm sleeping with a student and I am screwed.
Yep.
And so soon as he said,
I remember that he been sleeping with a bitch, sleeping with a chick too.
But even if he did, like he can't go. Like it's one thing to have the evidence. Like I know you know something, so that you can go ahead and spread it around. But now you don't know it. You don't even know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When he played his card, that was it.
Yeah. As soon as he played the card, he's like, I know who is it. It's this guy. No, you're wrong. He goes through Zeke with reckless abandon now. And now you know say Zeke is good to go. Yeah. And so they're like she went ahead threw it at him, and she's like, no, I'm not. But this must be about you because I did hear you sleep with old girl because I was in the other room next door and I remember I was like, you was definitely sleeping with her and that was you, you know, sleep with a student. Definitely a student and you're a professor. That's proof on the card. You must be talking about yourself. And only thing he do is just like, damn, man, like, he was hurt, right? And so again, I give mad props to these people, man. Like mad props, because if you look at like the intro is all chess play based. This they've been. I mean, of course, you know, what I'm saying in the beginning, in the first power intro, it's always been chess, right? And so, but in this one, I feel like they emphasize it even more. Like between just the moves that you see, just the board that's on the that you know what I'm saying that Tariq was always talking to Braden about and different and them always playing chess and talking and stuff. Like you see in chess more. If you pay attention to this, man, everybody playing chess. Everybody. They making these moves and shifting stuff around, protecting themselves in other ways, getting other moves, you know what I'm saying, ahead of time and setting themselves in other ways and waiting on other people too. It's very strategic what they're doing. But in the end, we at least get to see, you know what I'm saying, Tasha talk to Paz and have this heart to heart with her and say, like, I never was, you know what I'm saying, out to get you. And I never did this stuff that, you know what I'm saying, you thought I was doing, like that they said I was doing. You know, they twisted your head. And I I I like how she did that. I think she did that just, you know what I'm saying, because maybe in the long run that's gonna help her out. You know what I'm saying? The next episode. Shoot, I feel like I gotta watch another episode though, since I'm an episode behind and the other one comes out tomorrow. Oh shoot. Well, looks like I gotta watch another episode. So, huh? Oh shoot, yeah, that's the end of it. Hey, so how'd y'all like the review? Do I just wait? Is this the point where I just wait now? I just
well, yeah, let them say something. But baby, I said Mary got to kill her son now, child. She got to kill that nigga, okay?
Kill who?
Kane. He got to die, baby. You done did what? And said what to who?
Man, but
he got to die.
Man, Kane is a hurt son. Okay.
You was even agreeing with me.
No. Okay, so Kane is hurt, man. He is on a killing spree because he's hurt. Francois, right? Francois. I got it right the second
time. What was you saying? Francois?
No. I said, I don't know. I said Francesca for some reason. Okay, I'm like, it's definitely not that. Like, nothing in there says that. There's not even an A. But it's like the only thing I've seen. But yeah.
I know Andrew knows she got to kill her son. Andrew and Mimi, she got to kill the son, don't she? He'd be dead to me. Once I found out, I'd have to put them people on him or kill him myself. You see, she ain't got no problem killing nobody. Yo, what kind of mess is that?
She ain't no problem killing nobody. Hold up.
She killed that little boy. What you doing? Ooh,
I'm trying to see.
Oh yeah, I done it.
Huh?
Yeah.
So you can like highlight just a certain area, or is it the whole thing?
No, I'll show you. You can go to a whole window, or you can go to a certain link, whatever.
No, I mean not link. Can I like do like this? Like just do that?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
What you gonna do?
Huh?
What you trying to do?
Well, man, if I'm gonna watch this other one, I want to watch it and just stop. Can I try live? I can try live the way I told you.
You want to? I don't know. I'm scared of that. Do you have to do that on my other channel, Properly Live, the one I don't really be tripping off?
You think you'll flip that?
Yeah, I ain't trying to get too many of them things on my.
Subtitles. Subtitles.
And they won't be able to hear the words.
Oh. Control my audio.
Oh no. Let's try it on. Let's try it on that channel first.
Okay. What do I steer them to that channel? You just saying just don't do it tonight?
Yeah, don't do it tonight.
Dang, so I gotta watch another movie right now.
Watch another one and then come back.
Ooh, can I watch it in my headphones over here and talk to them at the same time?
Oh, sure, do it if you want.
Yay! Okay, so what?
I think it's gonna be boring though.
It probably would.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
I think you should leave well enough alone. You did really good.
Okay. So,
you trying to throw all the extra sauce and stuff on?
No, I just don't want to. That's like 2 hours of my life.
Yeah, 2 more hours of your life. That's what I'm saying. That's why I had to let that stuff go, man.
All right, I'm gonna do a refresher. I think I do remember the next episode. I'll come back for next episode. Dang, yeah, I gotta watch that one now. All right, well, I'll cut this one off and I'll be back. Is there like a way to just deuces? Is that it? Is that
you come up with your own thing?
I'm out this piece.
You say 2 up, 2 down. That's the way I move around.
Toast to all and all the toast. I'll be back. I guess.
Yeah.
Yay.